Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative Headline News. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. Starting off with some news locally here in Trinidad and Tobago. The University of Trinidad and Tobago, UTT, and SB Cricket Academy have signed a memorandum of agreement to construct a purpose-built cricket training facility at UTT's San Fernando campus in a partnership aimed at accelerating youth development and strengthening the sport nationality. We really need I hope and pray that the Kamala Prasad administration focuses a lot on investing into sport. Probably resurrect some form of the life sport program that we had and that was under the control of Arnold Roberts back in the 2010 to the 2015. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But of course, sports is something, when youths are involved in sporting activities, they don't really have time to get involved into other types of activities, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's a perfect solution, but it's one of the main solutions, in my opinion. Of course, I continue to advocate with my small capacity, but I continue to advocate for investments in building of much more community centers throughout Trinidad and Tobago, which will focus on the same type of programs, whether it be sporting events, whether it be other types of trades and talent shows and training and counseling sessions within the communities. This is what we need to do. We need to target the social issues that are taking place within the community from these types via these types of programs and development. So once again, that's just my opinion, and hopefully, the Kamala Prasad administration will be seeking to implement those types of ideas as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols observed.
Notice she has a B-Mobile on.
And a special good afternoon to the 600 interns that we have gathered here today. My name is Vida Maharaj, as the Honorable Prime Minister would have just said, and I would just like to speak a little bit on my experience so far in this internship. So far, this internship has been incredibly educational and exciting, as we have been learning a lot about the technological field through various sessions conducted by many intelligent and potent individuals in their respective fields of study. I am very grateful for this experience that I will gain from this internship and for the real life and working experiences that will enhance my personal and professional development. This internship will also help me to make connections and build relationships with my fellow future leaders, which I believe are valuable skills. I'm very grateful for this experience, and I would like to thank the Honorable Prime Minister, Mrs. Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, for this opportunity and the vision that she sees in the youths of our beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, who will be the future leaders of our nation. I would also like to extend my thanks to TSTT B-Mobile for this amazing and engaging opportunity in the field of technology and innovation, namely artificial intelligence. As in our day and age, technology is ever evolving and incorporated into many fields of study, like medicine, engineering, science, the social sciences. Many aspects in today's age incorporate technology. So this is a great opportunity for us as young people to get a feel of this technology that is evolving and to become more equipped with the knowledge that we need to help us and for us to grow in our respective professional lives as we choose our careers going forward. And lastly, to my fellow interns, I hope that we use this opportunity to the best of our ability and that we make the most of it, gathering as much experience, knowledge, and values, skills, everything that we can learn from our fellow interns and from our educators that are giving us very great presentations, and all of these other skills that we will learn even hands-on as well. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for this opportunity.
Minister Elder, you have a competition here. This girl just spoke from her heart. Give her a round of applause to Veda Maraj. Thank you so much. Already a leader in her own right. So let's welcome now Makaya Bostic from St. James, please. Is it Makaya or Mick? How you pronounce your name?
Makaya.
Go ahead. Thank you.
I would like to extend a very warm good afternoon to my fellow interns, to the members of government, and for every staff member here who was able to make this function as smoothly as possible. Good afternoon. I am Makaya Lewis Bostic. I am 17 years old. I went to St. James Secondary and I graduated merely 1 year ago. For me, this internship is one of the many blessings that I have been blessed with by God. I am but one of 4 children of my mother, and she is able to support us thanks to my very hard-working father. I am able to make it here today because of all that she has taught me on how to be a great person and to be a proper potential leader. When you hear the figures be repeated before you again and again, 17,000, one of 17,600 right here in this room, does that sound like nothing short of a blessing to you? Because it very much sounds like a blessing to me. To lead from the heart, like the Honorable Kamala Prasad-Visesa said, is exactly what I'm doing right now as I speak on this stage. Though I may sound very cool and confident, you can't see my legs shaking in my baggy pants. Like my fellow intern before me had said, this internship is a great learning opportunity for every last one of us here. Just for the past 3 days, I have learned so much over cybersecurity and emotional intelligence and sales fundamentals. And I truly can say that with every note that I have taken and with every stroke of my pen, I have come to become a better person who can lead this country alongside my fellow 600 interns. For whatever the future may hold, for me, for you, for everyone who applied for this, I am sure that it is nothing but what God has intended for us and the blessings that He has bestowed upon us. Once again, to the members of government, to my fellow 600 interns, to every member, staff, and to the, of course, Honorable Ms. Kamala Prasad-Visesa, thank you all for this opportunity.
A specialized vehicle aimed at enhancing the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government's emergency response was unveiled on Thursday. The 3-ton capacity vehicle delivered by Ansa Motors will aid in enhancing national emergency response capacity, ensuring faster and safer development of vital resources to communities in need. Sales executive at Ansa Motors Commercial, Vinod Mangre, highlighted the performance and durability of the vehicle. This truck has a carry capacity of 3 tons and can also transport 7 persons, including the driver, to any job site, which makes it very high on performance and it's durable. Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Khadija Amin, emphasized that she's one of the best ministers in the entire Kamala Prasad administration. Others need to follow her example. That capacity, so Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Khadija Amin, emphasized that capacity building is the ministry's top priority, especially when faced with disasters such as floods. Of course, Kamla Persad administration, they're always seeking the interests of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. What they need to do is focus on the local government. There's really need for local government reform, just as we have been calling for many years now. I highlight those type of issues more on my other channel, but I'm just making a vague statement here. There's need for local government reform. 2 interns from TSTT's Future Leadership Program, FLIP, shared how the experience, which began on Monday and runs for 3 weeks, is shaping their professional growth. Yesterday, all 600 interns participated in an engagement function with the Prime Minister at the Diplomatic Center in St. Anne's. On Thursday, 14th of August, 2025, the Honorable Michael Dowlett, Minister of Education, met with the Honorable Roger Alexander, Minister of Homeland Security, and Mr. Alistair Guevara, Commissioner of Police at Education Towers. The meeting focused on strengthening school safety, including plans to introduce police officers to schools across the country in the new academic year to help maintain discipline and school safety. And I fully endorse the decision of the Kamla Persad administration to implement this new policy. It's definitely going to make our schools a much safer place. All you have to mandate is that the police officers wear body cams. On July 19th, 2025, members of WASA's Executive Evolution Team, led by Acting CEO Jivan Joseph, as part of the authority's nationwide infrastructure assessment and community engagement tour, visited the North Coast to interact firsthand with the members of the fishing village to determine their supply needs. On a follow-up, this is the interesting part, this is the good part about it, on a follow-up visit to Maracas on August 11th, 2025, the acting CEO, Jivan Joseph, was pleased that WASA's efforts to improve the levels of service had proved to be successful. The change came after WASA upgraded the Tyrico water treatment plant and repaired aging pipelines, work that acting CEO Joseph praised, and he commended the team from the WASA Assessment, Maintenance and Operations Division, Northwest. He said, "We have to make a difference in the lives of the people. This isn't just about infrastructure," he noted. "It's about dignity, health, and giving families access to potable water." And of course, the thing about it is, both WASA and this acting CEO have to be commended, because at the end of the day, he did not have to go back to view, to see, to know, to determine if any sort of progress was made. He could have just made the promise to the people and then never return. But he did. And therefore, once again, it shows the difference in the Kamla Persad administration form of government, style of governance, and the individuals that they are putting in place to be able to operate these different state-owned companies. Now for some regional news, starting off with Guyana. President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali commissioned the newly constructed Warramuri Secondary School on Wednesday, marking a significant milestone in the transformation of the educational landscape in Region 1, Barima Waini. Once again, people, Irfan Ali's administration has been performing exceptionally well. And it's not just now, it's for the past 5 years. Please, I really continue to hope and pray. I say this on a daily basis, and I'm going to continue to do it until elections take place in Guyana. Make the right choice. Give Irfaan Ali a second term in office. Minister of Education, Priya Manik-Chan, has announced that by the end of 2026, all teachers in the hinterland, this is Guyana, will be trained. At the opening of the Waramuri Secondary School in Region 1 on Wednesday, Minister Manik-Chan revealed that the government has started the process of increasing the number of trained teachers, so therefore qualified teachers in the hinterland, by 100% in 5 years. Performance, people. Performance and policy. Those are the two reasons that you should vote for a political party. And therefore, that's why you should vote for the PPP Civic. More than 100 newly certified healthcare professionals will soon return to their respective regions to strengthen Guyana's health services following their graduation from the Ministry of Health's Clinical and Technical Training Program. The ceremony was held yesterday at the Pegasus Suites Atlantic Conference Center, Georgetown. Now quickly for some international news. More than 1,200 people publicly responded to the gospel presentation at the recent Amplified 2025 outreach, which brought together more than 45,000 people from 37 states in Benton, Arkansas. Hosted by Pulse Evangelism, the two-day festival is described as the nation's largest free annual evangelistic outreach and training event. When people come to know Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, people, that is one of the best news that you could ever receive in this entire world. India recently celebrated their independence. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his Independence Day address, announced a major overhaul of the GST system, promising to introduce a next-generation tax regime with significantly lower rates this Diwali, which he described as a major festive gift from the center. Of course, when people have to pay less taxes, that is always definitely good news, and also definitely a gift for the entire population of their country. Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news headlines. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share. Stay blessed and stay safe most of all, in Jesus' name.